Hank was later coupled onto his train, and soon he was out of the docks. Hank is another one of the most recent additions to the island of Sodor, and one of the strongest engines, capable of pulling long and heavy freight trains, just like other engines that are as big as him. Hank was enjoying a really long run until he came up to some blocked tracks. Well, I'll be derailed and roll into a barn. There's so much garbage here. I was on the way of taking the Duke and Duchess of Boxford to meet with the Duke of Lochloud, but my way has been blocked by all this garbage. Someone is gonna have to move all of this. And in case if you're wondering, those actually happens to be some of the end credits that I used to use back in seasons 3 and 4. I don't use them anymore. But somehow, someone has decided to throw all of that onto the train tracks. Natsuki!
Hey! That garbage was way too smelly for me to handle! I nearly threw up!
Well, anyway, after moments of waiting, Whiff, Scruff, and Harvey came with their empty train.
Looks like we got a lot of garbage here to pick up.
Getting right on it.
Harvey got into work on clearing the tracks and filled the freight cars with garbage.
Now with all the garbage cleared off of the tracks, we can take it all to the waste dump.
That was impressive work, and I'm glad I don't have to smell any of that anymore. And now we can make the rest of our way to the quarry. Thanks, Harvey! And thank you, Whiff and Scruff!
I'm gonna pass out just carrying all this garbage.
You'll be fine, SC Ruffy. Just hold on until we get to the waste dump.
Thanks a bunch, you three. Now I'll soon be on my way again.
Our pleasure, Hank. We'll be out of your way now.
Soon, Hank began on his way again, along with his heavy train. And Scruff, Whiff, and Harvey went off to take all the garbage to the waste dump.
No sign of any fires so far.
That's good. As long as there is no fire, there is nobody in danger.
Belle and Flynn are both firefighting engines, equipped with hoses that can spray water and put out the fires.
I should start patrolling on these roads. You go on and continue patrolling on the tracks.
A good way to check any fires that's too far from the tracks. I like that.
Ah, hello, Flynn. Hello, Belle.
So these are another two of the new engines you were talking about. Hello, sir. Checking on us, we can see.
Of course I am. And I take it your patrol is going well?
Yes, it is, sir. And I'm about to start patrolling on these roads.
That is a good idea, Flynn, since you're capable of running on both rails and roads.
Flynn soon changed from rail to road and continued his patrol. Flynn found that there were a lot of areas to go by road. But he didn't mind though, as that meant plenty more patrolling. Belle continued the patrol on the rails all on her own. And so far, still not a single fire in sight. Nowhere near and nowhere far. During her patrol, Belle came to Ulfstead Castle. The whole place had become open to the public, and that meaning it had become very busy.
It is great to see the castle finally open.
I'm very glad that this castle has opened. Otherwise, I would have came here for nothing.
This place really does have interesting stuff.
The dinosaur exhibits, the small-scale replica of planet Earth,
And do not forget the tours around the castle.
Sir Robert did put a lot of time and effort to opening this castle, did he?
He sure did. And that fire at the storage place had only delayed the opening by a few days.
Good thing we now have Belle and Flynn, the fire engines, in case if any future fires happen.
And Flynn and I will be ready to put the fire out the moment we hear about it. Well, time to continue my patrol.
Last stop is our return trip to Knapford Station.
Pip and Emma are both high-speed diesel-electric engines who came to the island of Sodor to run express service for Sir Topham Hatt's Railway. Pip's real name is, of course, Philippa, but she prefers the name Pip better than Philippa, as it is more efficient to call her that way. Some engines didn't like Pip and Emma at first, but then they quickly became friends with them once they got to know them. Even a lot of people liked Pip and Emma, and even though some people missed the old times of steam engines running express service, they still agree that Pip and Emma are the most useful. The express train had been meeting all the scheduled stops in record timing, and people who have ridden on Pip and Emma's train have told others what a good railway that Sodor Railway had become.
I have put a lot of trust in you to run the most efficient express service, and for the past days, you have been the most successful in meeting my expectations.
If only I was fast as you, Pip and Emma, I would have done the same thing. We did want to prove that we were really useful since day one. And we have proven it, right, sir?
Both of you certainly did. And with the increase of passengers happening, we may actually have to run another express train to join with you two.
That would definitely be a good change. Seeing that the coaches that Pip and Emma brought with them won't be enough. If only those old express coaches we used to have weren't destroyed back in those states.
Yes, we do need more express coaches. And in the meantime, Pip and Emma, you continue on with all your duties of pulling the express.
Yes, sir. We will, sir.